Hi, Ilana Gadish here for the Ramaz Torah channel. We're here with our pre-Pesach prep, and I would like to speak about stories and symbols, the two components of the foundation for the Haggadah. So when we speak about Magid, the aspect of telling the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim to our children and to ourselves at the Pesach Seder, we obviously can start from the earliest roots, which is in the Torah, in Shmot, where we are told, "V'higadat lebincha bayom hahu," you shall tell your children on this day this is why we left Egypt, etc., etc. And you tell the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim. But the foundation for Magid and for the Haggadah and the Seder itself is in the Mishnah, in the 10th parak of Masechet Pesachim, Tractate Pesachim. And we see there that the Magid story begins, and we are told that it begins with the children asking questions about the different aspects of the Pesach Seder and how they're different from the other nights. And we are also told that we tell the story of our people from the hardest parts of the story, or the most difficult parts of the story, all the way to the most redemptive and uplifting parts of the story. And it seems that that really is the crux of Magid, which is giving over the story in a way that we feel that we ourselves are leaving Egypt. But in the next Mishnah, along comes Rabban Gamliel and says, no, it's not enough to tell the story. You must actually speak about the three symbolic components of Pesach, of the Seder, before you can be Yotzei Yedei Chovato, before you can fulfill your obligation of telling the Magid story. And he mentions Pesach, Matzah, and Maror, the Korban Pesach, the Paschal sacrifice, the matzah that we eat, the bread of affliction, the bread of redemption, and Maror, the bitter herbs. And it seems a little bit funny. I mean, we're at the Seder. Of course, we're going to be eating the matzah and the maror, and we're going to be, if we're, in the time of the temple, eating the sacrifice, the korban pesach, the meat. So why do we need to talk about them? And I think what Rabban Gamliel comes to add is a very important lesson in giving over our traditions to the next generations and even to ourselves. And that is that the passion and the story and the culture and the traditions and all of the different sort of, more storytelling aspects of our people, of our culture, of our history are the core of our faith. But without connecting those to our rituals, to the Pesach, the Matzah, and the Maror, the mitzvot that we do, the actions that we fulfill in order to connect to our history, that those two components can never be separated. You can never separate the ritual aspects and the actual physical symbols of our religious faith from the story. And I think that the Seder is all about that. The Seder is all about the small details and the symbols sort of that bring the story to life. And that is a message for us that we can't sort of separate the rituals and mitzvot that we do from the passion and love we feel for our story, our history, and our culture. So Chag Sameach, and may you be able to fuse both the symbol, ritual, together with our story, and keep weaving together the Jewish people's stories towards the future. Thank you, and Chag Sameach.